bulletin, nakamotorsiklo, bumaril, nakamask, paparahin nyo lahat yung motorsiklo kay may maskara yun o wala, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama, yun lang. I think that's the thing that I'm trying to search for. How do we prevent these people from... You take a bite out of crime, ang tawag niyan.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I agree. And we know that there are really motorcycle riding hitmen or motorcycle riding assassins in mass. That's why I'm so alarmed and disturbed by certain reports that in some of those operations is actually a group of heavily armed, fully armed men, not in police uniform, but in civilian clothes with masks. That's why I'm asking about that, if you have ever heard about cases like that. So if you don't have the answer now, I perfectly understand.
Well,
And about,
excuse me, Senator De Lima, no? Let me help out. Dito sa Mindoro, dalawang pulis na opisyal pa, Senator Honasan, ang involved, pumatay. Now, the question is this a rogue killing like that rogue commissioner? Or is this a rogue, sorry, nakikita ko lang yung kaibigan ko doon a rogue killer na pulis, napalabas, tiniente, inspector. Yung isa chief of police pa, hepe pa. Nahuli natin yan. Abay ko ako pulis, bay inis ako eh. Tinanong ko kayo kanina eh. Are your children proud of you? Eh, isang pulis natin pumapatay. Babae pa ata yung pinatay. Na kapitan, no? So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong proof ngayon na may mga pulis na pumapatay na nakamotorsiklo at nakalagay pa rito, and I quote, nakalagay, Almeranes even wore a mask and a wig. Para doon sa Secretary of Justice, may wig. Kasi pinuna lang ni Secretary De Lima para makabawi naman. Hindi nakakabawi Senator De Lima, makabawi naman. Eh, masyado tayong tense eh. Ayoko maging tense dito eh, no? So, masaya ka na. O, yan, gino? Alam mo, pag tumawa ang babae, nakaka-inlove, di ba? Yan. Ayan, so, ang sinasabi ni Senator De Lima, nakamask na, nakawig pa, riding in tandem pa. Aba, yan ang gagawin natin yan. Dapat mabilis ang aksyon ng pulis sapagkat salot sa bawat pulis na gumagawa ng kabutihan, salot sa bansa na sinasabi tayo may polisiya na pumapatay ng pulis, dapat gawan natin ang paraan niya. But that is for the courts.
Yes. Ako,
ang sasabihin ko, iba gagawin ko dito sa recommendation. Part of that recommendation is yung malalaking plaka ng motorsiklo, na dapat pagka nagmaskara ka, pwede kang parahin. May karapatan dahil nagtatago ka ng maka eh. Sa Paris nga yung hijab ba yun? Hijab. Nakita ko kasi kayo na, si General kayo naghihikab eh. Ito, hijab, no? So, ibig sabihin, doon sa Paris, pinagbabawal sa beach. Sa France, no? Nagkakaroon ng kasakiduto. Maybe we will have to do something about that. Yun ang sinasabi ni Senator Honasan. Okay? Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, Mr. Chair. And
Bawi ka na.
Thank you po. I don't want to belabor the point about the ones in civilian clothes and the one in mask, but the committee would certainly appreciate it if you can submit any report in relation to that, because my standing question is whether you have received reports about situations like that. I'm not talking about the ones riding in motorcycles, but actually certain groups, which appears to be certain units, not in uniform and in mask, when they operate. So I'm not saying that I believe those reports, but I guess it's going to be the PNP as an institution which needs to validate or verify the truthfulness or the veracity of those reports. Now, Senator Gringo, about the death squad, my staff just reminded me that actually hindi naman po daw ito nagsimula sa atin, especially, during the DDS phenomenon. but it's actually a term that evolved from years of investigation of summary executions and arbitrary taking of life as early as 1982 by the United Nations, particularly by the United Nations Special Rapporteurs on extrajudicial killings and summary executions. So hindi po nanggaling sa atin yon.
Salamat po, Senator Lai, for the continuing education.
Thank you. I was just educated now. Doon po sa Tokhang, sandali na lang po ito kasi late na po ako sa aking speaking engagement.
Papalala na kita kanina pa eh. Dahil baka malate ka doon sa speaking engagement mo.
Opo. Salamat po. But sayang po, itong pagkakataon nito, tungkol din ho sa Tokhang. Kasi wala pa ho akong narinig in the course of the previous hearings about somebody clarifying whether the Operation Tokhang is something on paper. Meron ho ba guidelines? Meron ho bang COPLAN? Gusto ko kasing maintindihan exactly yung operations. Can the, yes, General?
With the permission of the Chair,
Yes.
Your Honor, the PNP has a command memorandum circular. The general topic is the Oplan double barrel. Under this command memorandum circular are the conduct of operations.
Have you submitted a copy of that? Because I asked the committee secretary earlier. Is there? Okay, so the committee secretariat is not yet in possession
We
of a
can
copy
submit that, Your Honor.
of that document. Please subject that. And I will have very quickly, successive questions. How do you know who should be subjected to Tokhang? How do you know who should be subjected to Tokhang based on those guidelines that you mentioned?
Your Honor, the targets or the conduct of the Tokhang is being directed by the national headquarters. The different regions and provinces are given certain targets that they will approach and request that they stop, particularly the...
And the information are generated, correct me if I'm wrong, the information is generated predominantly from the ground, meaning barangay officials.
That is one of the source, Your Honor.
One of the sources. So there are other sources.
I just want the public to know. A lot of people have been asking, including this representation, bakit yung tinawag Tokhang? Anong ibig sabihin nun? Takatok.
Hangyo, Your Honor.
Huh?
Tok-tok.
Ha?
Knock and plead, Your Honor.
Na? And plead.
Tokhang is tok-tok in Bisaya, Your Honor.
Tok-tok.
Tokhang and hangyo yung to plead, Your Honor.
Hang is to plead.
Yes, sir. In-abbreviate po yun. Kinombine po yung katok and you plead. Knock and plead, tokhang.
Ano yung Bisayan to plead? Hang.
Hangyo.
Hangyo.
Opo, Your Honor.
Di ba bitayin you?
Sa English po, hang.
Oo, hindi. Bitayin kita. Hang you.
Hangyo, Your Honor, in Bisaya is
Nakatakot yun ah.
to ask, please.
Ha?
Say please, hangyo.
Okay. Okay, sige. Baka kayo mambibitay.
Hindi
You
po,
can
Your
talk,
Honor.
but not hang you. Okay?
Hindi po kami nabibigay.
So yung listahan po galing sa various sources, including barangay officials, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Now yung listahan pong yan, is that being validated by the PNP before operations are conducted?
Yes, Your Honor. There's a validation procedure before this is distributed or disseminated to the concerned operating units.
And syempre, yung operating units are the anti-drug units because your guidelines say this must be conducted by the anti-drug police units. So paano nyo po kinakaskade yon? Kapag nakuha na yung listahan from whatever sources, including barangay officials, at sabi nyo nga po, bina-validate. The validation, is that at the local level or at the national level?
One at the regional level and then another one at the national level, Your Honor.
Regional and national.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not municipal, not city.
There are information also coming from the barangays, the cities, and the municipalities, but these are being validated at the regional level, and then these validated information are also further validated at the national.
How is validation done? If you may share, you can always say that you cannot share it for some reason.
Your Honor, I'm not privy to the actual procedure for the validation, so I may not be able to
But is
answer
that
the
procedure indicated in that memorandum circular? Was that the memorandum circular that you mentioned that you're going to furnish a committee with a copy?
Not really, Your Honor, because this is already an intelligence matter.
It's an intelligence matter,
Yes,
so
Your
it's
Honor.
not in black and white. But there is, I suppose, a process of validation.
Yes, Your Honor. There is.
And once validated, whether at the regional level or the national level, I would assume that would now be cascaded to the anti-drug unit concerned, which will do or who will undertake the actual operation. Correct?
In the case of the Project Tokhang, the information will be disseminated to the heads of the different units. In the case of the region, it will be through the regional director. For the province, it will be through the provincial director, then city director or the chief of police of the municipalities.
When any concerned unit conducts Tokhang, or even in cases of the so-called voluntary surrender, there is a form, right? Nababasa ho natin yan, binabalita po yan. Is there a form that the subjects of that particular operation sign?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, what is that form, please? And is that part of that memorandum circular governing double barrel or Operation Tokhang?
That form is an affidavit, Your Honor.
What kind of an affidavit?
Let me just...
Do you have a copy, a sample copy?
I don't have a sample with me right now, Your Honor.
Can we ask, please, for a copy, a sample
Yes.
copy of that PNP form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because the information that we're getting also, you may confirm or deny that the form supposedly contains some kind of an admission and or undertaking that the subject is either a drug user or a drug pusher, and there is some kind of an undertaking to what?
Your Honor, one of the provisions of the affidavit of undertaking is for the surrenderer to...
So you call them
Stop.
surrenderer.
Yes, Your Honor. To undertake to stop all the activities which violate Republic Act 9165, and that the surrenderer is doing this act not just for himself or herself, but for the family, community, and for the betterment of the country, the Philippines.
So there is an implied admission that the subject, the one signing that particular form, is involved or has been involved in illegal activity violative of the law.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's admitted that there is such a portion. That's why we want to see that particular form. Because the next question is, since it's an admission, don't you think that is in the nature of a confession, extrajudicial confession? And therefore, if we're going to be strict about it, the subject has to be assisted by counsel. Is that being done on the ground?
In the format of the affidavit of undertaking, Your Honor, there is a provision for the assistance of an attorney in the
What
affidavit.
particular provision, what exactly does it say that the subject has the right to be assisted? And of course, since it's a right, it's actually subject to waiver. But as you know, as you very well know, you are law enforcers, there is also a process or a requirement for a waiver to be valid. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you study law as Police Chief Superintendent?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
agree?
Yes, sir.
So is that provided for in that particular form?
In the particular form, since these are considered as voluntary surrenderers, what is provided is the portion where there is an indication that the particular surrenderer is being assisted or was assisted by a counsel or attorney.
Is that really being done on the ground?